Okay, thank you, Joel. All right, Tim, first we just want to get a chance to know you a little bit better and congratulate you on the opportunity to be in the big leagues for the first time in your career. Has to be very, very special for you to have the chance to go out and put on a major league uniform.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Especially, just all everything that it's taken to get up to this point. You work so hard all these years, and finally finding out, you've made it. It's pretty special. Absolutely, yeah, it's a special feeling.
Talk a little bit about how you learned the news that you made the club.
Okay, so I came in after my last outing in spring training. Went pretty well. Ned met me at the bottom of the steps, and he goes, hey, he shook my hand. He said, hey, good job. I'm going to need to see you in my office before we get back on the bus. So he said a real serious tone, and I was like, okay, so chances are, I'm probably getting optioned down. So I talked to my girl, and I was like, hey, I think I'm being – she was at the game. I went up and talked to her. She's like, great job. I was like, hey, I think I'm being optioned down. I don't know yet. And she was like, you don't know that, you don't know that. So she was being real optimistic about it. I go and talk to Ned. He starts off going on a rant about what the AAA guys are going to do and what the big league guys are going to do. And obviously I know I'm going to one of those places, so I'm like, okay, I'm familiar with the schedule, so I'm waiting for him to go on. He kind of gets off topic and he goes, so how do you think you did this spring? And I'm, yeah, I think I did okay. And he was like, just okay? So I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, okay, if it's just okay, I think we'll just go ahead and send you to AAA. So I'm like, I don't think he would say it like that, like that. So I'm like, okay. Then Moustakas is kind of peering in. His locker's right there on the other side, and he's like, hey, Moose, come here. I need to talk to you. He comes in, and Moose closes the door, and I'm looking at both of them like, okay, what's going on? So then Ned turns to me. He's like, do you think you can get big league hitters out? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I know I can. So he looks at Moustakas and he's like, what do you think? And he's like, yeah, absolutely, I think he can. So then he looks to me and he's like, congrats, you made the team. And I just pretty much lost it. I gave Moose a big old hug. I went over and shook Ned's hand kind of awkwardly and gave him a hug too. I didn't know what to do. I was just like, oh man, this is incredible.
Well, that's just a great story, and I don't know if anybody's heard, but I've not heard that before. That just gives me cold chills hearing that story when guys finally realize that dream. But you had a bump in the road when you had to deal with a health issue, missing all of 2015. How difficult was that?
Right, yeah, that was, that was probably one of the most trying things I've had to go through. I think it made me stronger. Like I said, 2015 was my first spring training. I was feeling a little off. Through routine blood work, they found my hemoglobin was about half of what it should have been, which is your red blood cell count, which explains why I was feeling tired and stuff like that. So my father, having a history of colon cancer, he died from colon cancer. They gave me a colonoscopy. Well, sure enough, they found a tumor the size of my fist about. They diagnosed it with stage 3 colon cancer, so I proceeded surgery, and then about 8 months of chemotherapy, all in 2015. So I missed all of 2015 doing that. Thank God the Royals were really supportive. They treated me like family. They really took care of me. It was very helpful.
Well, certainly we're happy that you made it through, particularly with your health, and now we're happy to have you as a lefty out in that bullpen. And one quick thing before we let you go, say you got an off day coming up, how would you describe a perfect off day for you?
Let's see, a perfect off day, I guess I would be possibly going on a hike with my girlfriend. It wouldn't really matter where it was. We like to explore, so it could be like exploring a city, cool viewpoint, something like that, anything outdoorsy.
Well, that is outstanding, and best of luck the rest of the way. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much.